Hello everyone, myself Rupesh Borkar, and our today's topic is exception handling in Java. So before moving on to our topic, I would like to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Rupesh Borkar. I did my graduation from Government College of Engineering, Avsari, Pune in 2020, specialized in computer science. So our today's video topic is exception handling in Java. Exception handling plays a most powerful role in Java. So in exception, there are so many keywords uh, final, try, catch, throws. Okay, and there are two types of exception handling. There are two type of exception. Uh, First one is compile time, and another one is run time. Okay. So now let's first we will discuss what is an exception. Exception is an event that occurs in a program which disturbs our the flow of the program, which means that it is some kind of error which will stop our program at the time of the execution. Okay, it will not provide us the desired output. It will stop without giving any warnings or anything. So to avoid these situations in a program, suppose if we have a large application and in some point it got stopped, but we didn't got any clue where and why it is stop running. So so uh, so we have to handle that exception. Okay, so there are two kind of exception. One is check exception and another one is uncheck exception. Okay, the check exception is a compile time, is found at the compile time, and uncheck exception is found at the during the execution. The compile time, the check exception cannot be ignored easily by the programmer. It must have to be solved at the time of the compilation. But uncheck exception can be ignored. It will found at the time of the runtime. Suppose if I have one application, I have one login page, and in that we have some fields like name, address, email address, and password. And in any case, how the user forget to enter the name field. Okay, so we must have to throw in some exception error, and he tried to log in without giving the name without completing the name field. Okay, so and he tries to log in and he got and some error, but it didn't show any error because there is some kind of exception is occurred and which we have not handled, so it will not show any error to the user. The same thing it will happens to the user, until the if we have handled the exceptions of that name field. If we already have given the already handled the exception in that field, then it will, and we want to show if that exception is occurred, then we want to show that it will print that this field cannot be empty. Okay, then it will show the user that this field cannot be empty, it must be filled. Okay, then it will the advantage for the user to understand why it is got it is not login, or where it is giving me some wrong output. Okay, so exception is handled by the try block, which will followed by the catch block. Okay, first try block is written and another the catch block is written. So what does these two block does? Okay, try block try if any or error occurs. Suppose let's take example of arithmetic expression error. Okay, in this scenario, if we want to divide any number by 0, then it will throw an exception, arithmetic expression. So to handle the exception, we use the try block in the exception if the exception is occurred in the program. So what does this try block do? The try keyword is used to specify a block. It is used to specify a block where we can place the where we should place an exception code. Okay, it means that it cannot be alone. Okay, it will always followed by the catch block, which means that whatever the exception is occurred in the code is placed in the try block, and whatever the output we want to print, or whatever we want to get, if that exception is occurred, then it is written in the catch block. So the catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be written after the try block. It cannot be written first instead of that try block. So let's take a simple example of for this try and catch block. If suppose if we have a calculator and we want to perform a division operation. Okay, so in the division operation, if we take an example that a divides by b, okay, and we want to take the input from the user, but what in case if the user insert the b as a 0? Okay, so the everything number which is divided by 0 will throw an exception. It is an arithmetic error which will throw in some exception. Then it once the user enter and it will look for the output, then nothing output will be given. He cannot understand what is going what's wrong is gone. Okay, so to handle this exception, we write those code that a divides by b in the try block, and in catch block we print some message like 0 cannot be divided by any number. Then it will, whenever the user tries to enter tries to perform this operation, and it will gives the input as b equals to 0, then the try block will go stop executing, and it will goes to the catch block, and catch block will print the value which is that it cannot be divisible by 0. Okay, then another example is file not found exception. Is suppose if we have some application where the user wants to see any file, okay, and we have located that file in any other location, and when the user tries to read that application, suppose if I misplace that file in my PC or at a given location, then it will give some error. So this error must be handled so user can understand what's wrong is going on. So the exception that is written in the try block, and another one is written in the catch block. So another keyword is a finally keyword. Finally keyword is used to print an important message, like if any exception occur, then it must also print this statement. Okay, suppose if we have written some error, some arithmetic occurring code in the try block, and we have not handled, and we written the final block, then whether the exception is handled or not, it will always execute the finally block, which means that it will always print that this is the important message. Okay, so this is the most useful feature of the finally keyword. And another one is throw keyword. Throw keyword is used to throw an exception. Okay, the throw keyword is used to throw an exception. It is written inside the method, inside along within a method. It is used to throw. Suppose if I want to throw any exception by myself, then I can use the throw exception. Okay, now another one is is throws keyword. Throws keyword in exception handling is used to create an exception. Okay, if I want to create any exception in that method, then I can use the throws keyword. It is used along it is used with the signature of the method. It means it is used as with the name of the method. Okay, and we cannot create the multiple through exceptions using through keyword. We cannot throw multiple exceptions using through keyword, but yes, we can throw multiple exception using the throws keyword. Okay, so the throw keyword is used within to operate within a class, and the throws keyword is used to be with to all over the method. So and another one is check and uncheck exception. Check exception occurs at the compile time, and uncheck occurs at the runtime. So this is all about the exception handling. Thank you.